Well, oh, my little doggy again. You silly dog. Okay. Well, I haven't been on for a while. It's been hotter than anything out here, and as usual, we just keep on getting all the smoke and ash from California. Keeps showing up in our valley. It's got to go over the Sierras and down into our valley over here in Nevada. So, and now of course they're saying, oh, they're not saying it's smoke now. Now they're saying it's haze. Well, it's not haze. We can smell the smoke. But yeah, so it's been like that here. 97 today. It's gonna be 98 tomorrow. I think it's gonna be 90 on Tuesday, and then for some reason on Wednesday it's going to take a drop and be lower than it's ever been, 79 degrees. Why? I have no idea. Nothing else has changed. There's no rain coming in or anything. But what I've been doing is I had to go to my oncologist again. Had to see him about this test they did in Boston, and then my other blood tests and all this junk, you know. And he's still pretty much stumped. He said, if I have CLL leukemia, he said, it is the weirdest type, he said, he's ever seen in his life, because it doesn't fit anything. A real atypical type, he said, and actually all he can really say is I have some kind of lymphoma. That's all he can say for sure, and he's not even really sure about that. So I gotta go in now again. He has me scheduled for another CT scan, and he said if that doesn't work, then he's gonna have to do another biopsy on my other hip. I says, oh my God, this is crazy. And that hurt bad enough the first time. I'm not gonna try it again. So anyway, there you are. I just keep looking for stuff all the time, and I got him totally stumped. He said he can't figure out why I don't have physical symptoms. And I don't. I have none. So, anyhow, there we are. And I also wanted to say there's going to be a swap meet coming up in Boomtown in September. I'm not quite sure exactly the date yet. I think it's September, whatever the weekend of September is, September 4th or something. I don't know. I'll have to take a look for sure. It's supposed to be another fairly big one in Boomtown. So anybody around here, like Jack, Vintage Electronics Geek, I know he's missed out on a couple of these. And so anyway, yeah, those will be going on. Well, today I wanted to show you something. And I still got, this thing's got me stumped yet. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. It was something I got at Ham and HiFi. And it cost me all of zip. It cost me nothing. He just outright gave it to me. Oh, come on, why don't you get down? And it's this right here. And tilt down. It's probably gonna get kind of shiny from the light overhead. I don't know. But let me try and get it a little closer. I don't know if you can get close enough to read those things or not. But if you go over to this, I think it might show up. It says this control here was for treble, that was for bass, and then I think this one here was for volume, and it's got a bunch of toggle switches, and so I'm thinking it was probably somebody's homemade amplifier, but I don't know. There's not one. It was tubes. But look at this. Look at all this. And every single one of those things was empty. There was no tubes in it. It does have two places over here for, what does it say? It says, yeah, loudspeaker on these two. There's two jacks in the side for loudspeakers. So apparently, I think it was going to be for a stereo type of thing. I'm not sure, but because he's got a separate jack for each one, and they're both say loudspeaker on them. and but you can tell it's old. I mean, but it's definitely something somebody made, and I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with it. I'm going to do something with it, though. I'm not sure. I may end up just making a power supply out of it. I'm not sure. I know this transformer in the corner here is pretty hefty. Now this right there, that's a choke. I'm sure that's just a choke there. And I think the one on this other side, over here, this one here I think is a filament transformer. If not, well, no, it's more than a filament transformer. This is more than that too, because it's got a whole mess of wires coming off of it. So I don't know. It's kind of a real stumper here. Let me turn it around. And this is the bottom of it. And yeah, it looks like this transformer on this side, that was the main power supply right here, because you can see everything coming off of this. But you know, it's been cut off, so I have no idea what this was. I know it's, like I said, I know it was some kind of an amplifier, probably a stereo one. But as to what kind of tubes it used, I have no idea. Although it used a mess of them. And it looks like everything is still basically wired up except this one wire here, which I'm guessing probably broke off from the socket somewhere. So yeah, it's a real puzzle. I'm not sure, like I said, what I'm going to do with it. I may strip everything out of it and just go by and just take a look at the transformer and see how much power is coming off that, and just make a supply for it. But that's about it. But yeah, you just never know with some of this stuff. If somebody's actually made, you have no idea what they were doing. I've got no schematic for it. I guess I could trace the wires out, but it would take forever, and it's really doesn't look like it would be worth it anyway. This thing is so old. So anyway, that's my dilemma. I've got to see what this is, and I have no idea. But so I'll have to do some tests on the transformers and see what kind of voltages I get out of them and all that. So anyway, that's what's going on right now. And we'll talk to you guys later.